What type of videos should you record when you're creating content? This has to be one of the number one questions that I get whenever we're talking to people about creating videos for their marketing, for Facebook, for Instagram, for YouTube. When we are implementing what we call the dynamic video remarketing process, where we basically follow people all over the internet until they decide to do business with us, what do we talk about? And so I want to go over the four types of content that you can create to help you grow your influence, to help you grow your brand, to help you generate leads, to help you convert customers. So first type of content that we usually see people put out there is stuff that is what we call kind of about me. And this is who you are, what you do, why you do it. Most importantly, we need a reason to connect with companies. And so why you do what you do is something that's really going to subconsciously pull somebody to who you are, what you do, and why you do that. Like, it's really going to help you grow in business. And then the about me stuff is really like just about your life. It's not anything like crazy or elaborate. You don't have to get too personal, but what is happening in your life and how do you tie that back to real estate? That type of content is really going to help you connect with people and really help you create a lot of calls to action, get people to really take action whenever they watch your videos, engage people with you. That's one of the greatest types of content you can create. Second, about you. And I always say that it's really education. The beautiful thing about real estate is there's so much that goes on inside of a real estate transaction. You have so much to talk about. Not only that, literally everything in your local community is tied to real estate in some capacity. Whether it's location, whether it's contracting, whether it's cleaning. I mean, there's so many different things that exist market to market to market that are centered around owning real estate. Things that people have to do, businesses people are near, schools. I mean, just everything. It really is all encompassing. So whenever you can educate people about the process and you can allow other people, business vendors, to educate people about homeownership or the process of it, or insurance, or mortgage, or contracting, or painting, or fertilization, or winterizing your home. I mean, there's so much that exists around the real estate process. But to simplify it, if you take the top 10 to 12 steps that exist when you're buying or selling, this is 24 weeks of content that you could create if you just released a video a week. And that's 1 to 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes of video. And if you make it really engaging, maybe 1 to 3 hours. But seriously, you're talking about little to no work to go out there and help you build a brand in a celebrity-like fashion. So content about education, it really will help you become that authority figure in your local marketplace. I've always said that the greatest way to build a service-based business is to teach and educate and then simply justify. You guys don't really have a whole lot of like secrets in real estate, but if you can give away your information, give away your value, give away your knowledge, you will be blown away at what people will begin to look to you for. Because they'll ask you questions, they'll engage, and that will give you an amazing opportunity. The third type of content about me, content about you, right? And then social proof. Now, psychologically, when you look at maybe like copywriting, which is writing ads or doing something like that, screenplays or movies, those types of things, when we're selling products, we need to like check off this box where there's that skepticism that exists. Most people don't look for reasons to buy stuff. They look for reasons not to buy it. And so we use something called third-party validation. It's one thing if I say that I'm cool, but if somebody else says that I'm cool, you're like, oh, okay, he or she is cool, right? So when we use social proof, we're getting a third party to really validate a lot of what we're saying, maybe about ourselves or what we're saying about the market or whatever, what have you. So if you can collect social proof, video testimonials of people sharing their experience with working with you, it's an amazing way to gain more business, to gain more attention, or to solidify the thoughts that people might be having about you. Because when you generate leads or people, step into your world, they're not looking for reasons to do business with you. In every case, they're looking for reasons not to. It's why you go look for reviews. It's why you do all those types of things. You're looking for reasons not to get into this situation. It's the way that we're wired. So go make it a part of your closing process, or create a story out of the experience, the journey that your buyers or sellers go through. Whatever you can do to create that third-party validation factor will help you in a big way overcome that internal skepticism that a lot of people are having. Then the fourth category is content about community. It's one of my favorites. And to do it well, I think you need to know who your ideal customer is, or at least who you are, because typically we find that most people's ideal customer, the people they want to work with the most, is the most like them. So what do you like? What type of content do you want to create? What is your customer going to like? Where do they like to eat? Where do they like to shop? Where do they like to get coffee? Where do they like to get their tires rotated? These little bitty things that wouldn't seem like they matter a ton. What schools their kids are going to go to? What political figures locally, the mayor or the sheriff, what types of things are they interested in? And how can you create content in your community, about your community, that your following will really grow to appreciate and engage with? You will find that the content you create about your community will be the most engaging stuff that you put out there, because people want to know more about the area that they live in. The content you can create about your community can really take your brand just going kind of slow to just skyrocketing. And I've seen it so many times. Create less content about yourself and create more content about your community. And any one of these things, all you're really doing is adding value to somebody's life. And in my opinion, this is value, is caring about what people want to pay attention to and creating content that scratches that kind of itch. So those are the 4 types of content I think you could create. I actually wrote a blog about this. There will be a link attached to this video. So click it, go read more information, and then go take some action. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want any help, you want some ideas, you want to brainstorm, send me a DM right now. I would love to connect, love to answer any questions you have. Thanks, guys.